Hey YouTube, Wagwan. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So this Sonata right here, trying to start it. We can hear the starter spinning, so and the engine is not turning, so I know it's the starter not engaging. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the starter. Um, there, so there's multiple ways you can do it. You can do it from underneath, but I don't have a lift, so I'm gonna do it from above. So let's get started. So we're just gonna remove the cover. Just pull up on it. Cover remove. Just like that. The next step is to like unclip these right here. So how you unclip it, you pull this and pull up on it, and that's gonna unclip that. I'm gonna unplug this right here, the sensor over here. So what else we're gonna unclip? So we have some plugs down here. We have some plugs down here. We just need to squeeze this, pull up on this. So we squeeze this right here, pull up on that. The next one is you pull it up like that. So the next one you pull this right here, pull up on it. Then this one right here, squeeze this, pull up on this, just like that. This we just want to squeeze both end in. So squeeze both end in like this, and pull up on it. So we're trying to clear everything that's touching the intake. So that's what you see me trying to do right here. We have another one down here. Just squeeze that. So we just want to squeeze this, pull back, just like that. So far everything is going good, guys. The plugs that remain down here, just hold them, rock them side to side, pull up on them, and then gonna come off just like that. Now we're gonna start removing some intake parts, 10mm. Alright, we're gonna remove the negative terminal, also 10mm. Just gonna let that sit over there. We're gonna unclip these clips up here. We're gonna take off this 10mm down here. It's the clamp that goes on the throttle body. Gonna take that off. Alright. So now we need to get the pliers to like squeeze these and take the vacuum line off. We have this one right here. And we have these over here. And that one. Just hold it, rock it back and forth just to break it loose. So now we're just gonna pull on the vacuum line to get it off. Alright, get that off, get that off. We have more of the same clip that I clipped in the front and the back, so just unclip that. So these are the clips. We have some down there. Alright, now we're here. So now what I'm gonna do is take the throttle body off the intake because we have two coolant line that goes to it, and I don't want to like refill any coolant line, any coolant, so I don't have to bleed the system or anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take it off like this. It's also it seems to be 10 millimeter, but this is an impact socket, so it's more thicker than a regular socket. All right, so it's a 10 millimeter. Before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and unplug the throttle body, which is just two this right here. Squeeze the top and the bottom. So this is the plug right here. You can see that's what the bottom look like, that's what the top look like. You squeeze both end in and wiggle it free. It was a little bit tight, but that's how you take it out. So get our 10 millimeter. Go ahead and take this off. That's the throttle body. I'm just gonna leave it over there. I might clean it up. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. And so far so good. Go ahead and take this clip right here, push it forward, pull it back. Alright guys, so far everything coming along. Gonna go ahead and loose this a little bit. This just to give you some space to work. One of the screws dropped down there. I'm just gonna get it at the end, but for now, just unplug that, leave that. Unplug this, take this off right here. I think that's for the fuel line, so you just disconnect the fuel line from here. I don't think we need to take up the fuel, like disconnect where the fuel is gonna come out, but just where it's not bolted to the manifold. Alright, so far everything looking good. At the bottom we should have two screws. Let me see if I can feel them. Yep, we have two down there. When I take it up, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So guys, the screw down there are 12 millimeter, so I'm just gonna use this to get down under there. Alright, we got one. I'm gonna go back in for the other one. So that's everything off so far. Next we're gonna remove those 14 millimeter right there. Gotta do it very careful. Try to clean it as much as around the edges so nothing fall on the inside of the throttle of the intake. I'm going to try and clean it as much as I can. Go ahead, pull this. Just gonna put it somewhere. Damn, that have a lot of oil. I don't know who did this oil change. Alright, so 12 millimeter, we need 12 millimeter and extensions. Guys, we have one screw down here that you gotta go through here to get to. One right there. So we have one more right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be 5 screws plus the 2 at the bottom that I take off. So that's holding it. Take these out so I don't lose them. Alright, they are the same size, so I can put them together. We have the 2 nut right here. Oh, we have one more thing, something. I feel like something is holding it. Okay, so we need to get this out the way. Like that. We have a vacuum line right here that I need to take off. Alright, that's good. We'll put this harness up here. Come on. Brush these this way, so yeah. So we have these 2 vacuum lines that we need to take off as well. That's what holding it too. So since they are the one that holding it, we're gonna take them from here. I could take it from here, but I already started right here. So we're gonna finish what we started. We're gonna get this one from here. Bring that up. Try to break it loose. Just like that. Then we need to slide them off. Just gonna take this up right here. So we're gonna put this back over here. We'll make sure we're looking inside here and make sure nothing is like nothing dropped down in there. I just saw one piece of thing that fall down there. I was able to retrieve it. So that's good. So as you can see, we have our starter right here. You need to take this off right here. You need to squeeze this down in the front. So we squeeze this part, not the back. We squeeze this part, pull out. Then we're gonna have this to take off right here. Alright guys, so the next step, get our 12 millimeter, take the screw from the back of the starter. Take that wire off. I just dropped the starter nut just now, but I got it. I'm just gonna put it back on the starter so we don't lose it. Just like that. The next step is to go right here, take off the, what do you call that? 14 millimeter bolts, if they look like. Alright guys, so just gonna take out the starter. So you can see the problem right here. This starter not supposed to be this weak like this. It's like free fall. One time for the thumbnail. So we have the new starter right here, guys. Link will be in the description for the parts. See, I can't bring it out like how I do the other one. Like how I do the one that's broken. So there you go, there you go, there you go. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and install the starter. Also, inspect your flywheel, make sure your flywheel is good. I can inspect it from there, look through the hole, it's good. Let's go ahead and install this new starter. Also, guys, link will be in the description for where you can get the parts. Alright, so once you tighten up your starter, you can go ahead and clip this in. Alright, that's snapped in. Should be 13mm. Just get a piece of rag, guys. Just wipe the surface. Shouldn't be hard to clean. Everything looking nice and clean, guys. So next step is to put back the intake. Alright, make sure everything looking nice, everything clear. Gonna go down. Also, I put the screw right there. Oh, let me clean this some. But I put the screw there. Alright guys, we already put back our intake right there, so we're gonna plug up our sensors. Looking good. Alright, so we're just putting back all the stuff that we take off. That's basically what we're doing. Everything looking good so far. So guys, this is a time when you want to double check your work, make sure everything is plugged in, everything is nice and tight. So you want to make sure we did unplug the sensor, we want to make sure that's plugged in, we want to make sure our intake bolts are tight, bolts and nut. We want to make sure we have that back in, this clipped in right. We want to make sure we have these plugged in right also. That's good. Just gonna lift this up, make sure those are plugged in as well. This plugged in, the throttle body plugged in. We have our screws and the bracket right here. That's screw in. We need to tighten up this screw right here for that bracket. Also, we need to catch these two screws underneath the car, underneath the intake. Got a brain freeze right there. So we need to catch these screws underneath the intake. So after we double check, got our screw back there, everything nice and tight. Alright guys, everything is back together. Look like it never was apart. So now we're gonna go ahead and start the vehicle. Make sure it starts. So that's it guys, it started up, everything is running good as you see. Please go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Peace out, see you next time.